Your special person just got a phone call about you. Someone reached out to them with information that changed everything they thought they knew. Now, they are cutting all their ties with everyone connected to you. They are blocking numbers, avoiding places you both go, and changing their entire routine. This phone call revealed something so shocking that they cannot face you anymore. They made an immediate decision to protect themselves by creating distance. What was in that phone call? What did someone tell them that made them run away from everything you both built together? This special person has been the closest soul to your heart, someone who understood you in ways others never could, someone who saw the real you behind all the walls you put up. When they got this phone call, they felt their world shatter in an instant. The voice on the other end shared details that made their hands shake and their heart race with fear. Their first reaction was denial. They wanted to hang up and forget what they heard, but the caller kept talking, sharing more details that they could not ignore. Now they feel like they never really knew you at all. Every memory feels different. Every conversation takes on new meaning. They are questioning everything they thought was real between you. Have you noticed them pulling away lately, acting strange or distant? Now you know why. This phone call did not just hurt them, it terrified them. What they learned made them realize they might be in danger by staying connected to you. They are not just avoiding you. They are cutting ties with anyone who might connect them back to your world. Friends, family members, co-workers, anyone who could bring you back into their life. They changed their phone number yesterday. They deleted their social media accounts. This morning, they even called in sick to work to avoid seeing people who know you both. This is happening right now as you watch this. While you sit here, they are making permanent decisions about your relationship. They are building walls that may never come down. The information in that phone call was so serious that they believe their safety depends on staying away from you. They think their future happiness requires cutting you out completely. Time is running out to understand what happened before they disappear from your life forever. Like this video right now to reveal what shocking information was shared in that phone call. The phone call came from someone you would never expect, someone who has been watching your situation for months, waiting for the right moment to speak up. This person knew your special someone would not believe them easily, so they prepared carefully before making contact. They gathered evidence, saved messages, and documented everything they wanted to share. When your special person answered the phone, they had no idea their life was about to change forever. The caller started slowly, asking if they had time for an important conversation about you. At first, your special person thought this was just gossip or drama. They almost hung up several times, but the caller kept sharing details that only someone very close to your situation would know. Your recent behavior patterns, things you said in private, decisions you made that you thought no one else knew about. The caller laid out a timeline that painted a picture your special person had never seen before. With each new detail, their stomach sank deeper. The person they thought they knew so well suddenly felt like a stranger. Everything they believed about your character was being challenged by someone who seemed to know the real truth. By the end of the call, they were crying, not just from sadness, but from fear. Fear of what else they might not know. Fear of how long this had been going on. Fear of what it meant for their own safety and future. The caller did not just share information. They shattered an entire relationship with their words. Type truth now to strengthen your connection to understanding what your special person learned about you. Within an hour of that phone call ending, your special person started making changes. They immediately blocked your number from their phone. They removed all photos of you from their social media. They called their closest friend, crying so hard they could barely speak. When they finally shared what they learned, their friend was shocked too. No one saw this coming. No one suspected what was really happening behind the scenes. Your special person spent the entire night awake, going through every memory with new eyes. Conversations that seemed normal now felt like lies. Gestures that felt loving now seemed manipulative. They felt like they had been living in a false reality. They are angry, but mostly they are hurt. The person they trusted most in the world had been hiding something huge from them. They feel betrayed not just by your actions, but by every day you let them believe in something that was not real. The caller was not just sharing gossip. They provided proof, screenshots, recordings, witness accounts, evidence that your special person could not dismiss or explain away. Now they jump every time their phone rings, afraid it might be you trying to contact them. They avoid going to places you might find them. They even ask their family not to share any information about their whereabouts. They told their co-workers not to give you any messages if you call looking for them. They are creating a complete barrier between their life and yours. The trust that took years to build was destroyed in a single phone call. They do not know if they will ever feel safe with you again. If you want to unlock the deeper truth about what was revealed in that phone call, you can give super thanks of $5, $10, $20 or more. Each offering opens the channel wider to show you exactly what your special person learned and how it changed everything. Type 777 now to reveal the identity of the person who made that life-changing phone call. The person who made that phone call was someone from your past. Someone who has been watching your current relationship with growing concern. Someone who finally decided they could not stay silent anymore. This person knows you well enough to see patterns that others miss. They recognized behaviors in you that reminded them of things you did before, things that hurt people, things that you promised you would never do again. They tried to convince themselves it was not their place to get involved. They told themselves your special person was smart enough to figure things out on their own. But as months passed, they saw the situation getting worse instead of better. The caller provided your special person with a complete picture of who you really are when no one is watching. They shared stories about your past that you never told, behaviors that you thought were hidden, patterns that show this is not the first time you have hurt someone who loved you. They did not just make accusations. They provided names, dates, and details. They connected your special person with other people who had similar experiences with you. People who tried to warn others but were not believed at the time. Your special person realized they were not the first to go through this. You have a history of making people feel special and loved while hiding your true nature. The caller helped them see that everything you do follows the same pattern you have used before. The evidence was overwhelming. Photos, messages, testimonies from multiple people, a clear pattern of behavior that your special person could no longer ignore or make excuses for. They felt sick realizing how many other people tried to warn them, but they defended you instead of listening. Type 333 now to reveal what your special person is planning to do with this information. Your special person is not just hiding from you. They are actively planning their complete exit from your world. They have already started looking for a new place to live, somewhere you will never find them. Every day since that phone call, they wake up feeling sick to their stomach. They replay every moment of your relationship, looking for signs they missed. They blame themselves for not seeing the truth sooner. They have started seeing a counselor to help them process what they learned. The counselor confirmed that what the caller described matches patterns of behavior they see in their practice. This gave your special person validation that their fears are real. They are not just protecting themselves emotionally. They genuinely fear for their physical safety now. The information they learned made them realize they never really knew what you were capable of. Their family has rallied around them with support. People who always had strange feelings about you but never spoke up are now sharing their concerns. Everyone is encouraging them to stay away and start fresh somewhere new. They have consulted with a lawyer about what legal protections they might need. They want to make sure you cannot contact them or show up where they work or live. They are taking this situation very seriously. The hardest part for them is that they still have feelings for the person they thought you were. They are grieving the loss of a relationship that they now realize was never real. They loved someone who was wearing a mask the entire time. Their friends check on them daily because they are worried about their mental state after learning the truth. If you want to understand the full scope of what your special person discovered and what they plan to do next, you can give super thanks of $5, $10, $20 or more. Each offering reveals deeper layers of truth about their decision-making process and their plans for the future. Type healing now to open the channel that reveals if there is any path forward for reconciliation. Your special person is not completely closed off to the possibility of healing, but the conditions for that healing are very specific. They would need to see genuine change, not just words or promises. They have told their counselor that if you were to acknowledge the truth completely, take full responsibility, and show real evidence of getting help, they might consider limited contact in the future. But that future looks very different from your past together. The trust that existed before is gone forever. Any future relationship would have to be built from scratch, with complete transparency and professional guidance. They would need to see months or even years of consistent changed behavior before they could feel safe again. Right now, they are not ready for any contact at all. They need time to heal from learning that their entire relationship was built on lies and manipulation. They need to rediscover who they are when they are not being controlled or deceived. Their biggest fear is that you will try to manipulate them again through guilt, promises, or emotional appeals. They have learned to recognize these tactics now, and they will not work anymore. The people supporting them have made them promise not to engage with any attempts you make to contact them. Everyone in their life is protecting them from falling back into old patterns. If there is to be any hope for the future, it starts with you taking complete responsibility for your actions. Not just the ones they know about now, but everything you have hidden from them throughout your relationship. They deserve to know the whole truth, not just the parts you are comfortable sharing. Only complete honesty has any chance of beginning a healing process. Type change now to send healing energy to this situation and open the possibility for genuine transformation and redemption. Now that you know the truth about what happened, you hold the power to change everything. Knowledge is the first step toward healing, but action is what creates real transformation. Your special person did not want to believe what they heard in that phone call. They fought against it, made excuses, and tried to find reasons why it could not be true. But the evidence was too strong to ignore. Understanding their perspective changes everything about how you can move forward. You know now that they are not just angry or confused, they are genuinely afraid and hurt. They feel like they have been living with a stranger who wore the face of someone they loved. The path forward requires complete honesty about everything, not just what they already discovered. It means taking responsibility without making excuses or blaming others for your choices. It means showing through actions, not words, that you are committed to becoming a different person. Real change takes time, professional help, and consistent effort over months and years. Your special person has learned to recognize the difference between genuine change and temporary promises made to get what you want. If healing is possible, it starts with you looking honestly at who you have been and choosing to become someone worthy of the love they once offered freely. The person they fell in love with can become real, but only if you are willing to do the deep work required. Type truth to seal your commitment to honest self-reflection and genuine change moving forward.